welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today we have a request from John, one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. I think he's a very avid Tool fan because all of our requests so far have been different Tool songs. So we are going to do this one today. He requested Tool right into, and he emphasized a lot that this is kind of like the lyrics are a little bit philosophical. They're a little like heavier or harder. So he was recommending for us to read the lyrics beforehand. Otherwise, we're gonna miss like half of the brilliance and the meaning of the song and the importance of it. So we did already. So we have an idea what it's about. It's called Right Into, if I didn't say that before. And we are now even more invested. I know that you already like Tool a lot, and I am starting to like them a lot, especially after that last song, which we can already like link for you guys if you haven't checked those out before. And I am so excited because I love the lyrics. I love the concept of it. We're not going to talk about them right now, obviously, but it's good that we have an idea about what they're going to sing about. So I would say, let's go.
Angels on the sideline, puzzled and amused. Why did Father give these humans free will? Now they're all confused. Don't these talking monkeys know that Eden has enough to go around?
Let's just wait here. I know it's a longer one, so we're not gonna pause like every minute because that's gonna take long. But I feel like we gotta talk about the rhythm. I feel like that's the elephant in the room, like the rhythm and all, obviously the intro. But again, they did that Tool thing that they established a rhythm in my head. That's like, okay, this is a 3/4. I can do that. But then the moment he started singing, it just like messed us up. Like at least I was always like, oh, okay. I feel like they were like anticipating the third beat every time, so it was very unstable in my head, which was very interesting to experience that again. But also I love all that, like the appearance of all those instruments that are like coming and like peeking in, and I'm guessing we're gonna hear more of them.
Yeah, well, actually, I think what was messing around a little with the rhythm, if I got it correctly, it was this the guitar electric sound with the white vibrato. At first, I think it was coming on the downbeat and the right time, and then as it went, especially as the singer started, it started coming a little earlier and earlier each time. It was like a loop that it was like with the high pitch, and then it was like it was waiting at first half a beat, I think, and then it was again starting to come. And then it was on the downbeat first, and then it came earlier and earlier, and then it started to come on an upbeat. So it felt like okay, it's finished, but then you are like it's like you have an accident and you're like step back because it started like a downbeat. and then even started coming earlier and earlier than even this downbeat, so that it was completely out of a normal correct rhythm. It was just coming like, I don't know, a millisecond earlier each time. That's what I got it. I don't know if it was correct by one time listen. I don't know if it was right, but I think that was one of the things that was missing with the rhythm. And also I really liked, and I think it will change maybe, I liked that the entrance of the singer was completely like an instrument. It was from the balance, from the not mumbling the words, but like it was like in a halo, in a shadow, and it was completely like because so many other instruments were adding was adding to the intro step by step. And then when the singer came, it was also like it's one of the instruments, but I think it will change maybe in the future. It was just for the intro, so that's
yeah, I like that idea that you said about the rhythm. I'm not gonna do it like I don't want to overthink it. I'm just gonna enjoy the song, but I'll try to figure it out.
Silly monkeys, where there's one you're bound to divide it right into. Angels on the sideline, baffled and confused. Father bless them all with reason, and this is what they choose. Monkey killing, monkey, you're pieces of the ground. Silly monkeys, give them thumbs, they forge your blade, and brothers want the bound to divide it right Monkey killing, monkey, you're pieces of the ground. Silly monkeys, give them thumbs, they make a club and beat the brother down. How they survive, so misguided is a mystery. Repugnant is a creature who would squander the ability to live the night I haven't conscious of this fleeting time here.
well. I mean, we read the lyrics beforehand, but I don't know if my interpretation is right. But as I heard the song now, I saw a real difference. I mean, at one moment, it really switched from being in a exactly when the singer, as I expected, became a little more obvious or a little more vivid. Before, also the music changed, because before was like everything is in a, I don't know how to say, it's around, the halo is around it, or like it's not completely
Like
vivid,
foggy, yeah.
or it's yeah, exactly. And you're seeing it, I don't know, through a glass or something. And my interpretation, because also that also can, you know, match the lyrics, is that maybe it's when the humans are not still into the earth and are not still existing, and they are somewhere above in the sky, and they are asking like, yeah, why did you give us like a free will, and they are like getting created or something. That's why everything is low, so like not vivid, and it's like a halo is around it, and it's exactly foggy. And then he started to become vivid, the music and also the sound and stuff, um, as he was saying that monkeys killing monkeys, which is like the humans. So
Yeah.
it can shows that as the humans came into the world, they just started to kill, and it was from the beginning. It wasn't like something that invented like years later. There, it reminds me actually of a movie that I didn't completely watched it, but I remember that in my art history class we talked about it a little. It's a very big deal. It's a Odyssey, Space Odyssey, if I'm not
I think, yeah, you're right.
mistaken by
Yeah.
the English name. Yeah, there is a scene that with the monkeys, and it shows that the monkeys, that it's before humans existed, and it's before that the people, the monkeys were so developed so that we can say they are like humans, or like Homo sapiens or something. um, it showed a scene that the monkey, I think, grabbed a tool or a stick or something, and because two monkeys were fighting or something, and then it grabbed a tool and just banged the other monkey's head, or like killed the other monkey with this tool. And then the stick was thrown away on the earth, and then it just like flipped around, and then it became like in the space, and then it became like this future human beings that goes in space, and you know, you have this technology. So it said that, uh, I mean, as if we want to make a bridge into this song, it's like exactly as the first monkey started to develop a human, the first features was using tools, because that's also a thing that humans can, are there some people that they create tools and use it, and also they start killing purposely, using some tools to kill each other, or like other monkeys or something. So it's also reminded me exactly like that, this switch that was everything vivid. Now we are in the real world, and then it all starts.
Wow. It was very, very interesting, like the connection to the movie. I've never seen that movie, but I've heard a lot about it. But that's all true. And then I'm so happy, first of all, we read the lyrics, because even knowing that, I sometimes I have a hard time like really like placing the words that he's saying. It's really, I feel like you're right, it was a little more foggy, but even now I feel like the vocals are still like kind of folded in something. It's not that
Yeah,
clear. Yeah.
still, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like hard to like, first of all, realize the word, but also create such a very unique like soundscape, like in the mix that all these instruments are showing. And what I was gonna say, that it's so interesting, the use of that like little percussion instrument. I think it's called like a tabla or something, which really reminds you of ancient days, obviously. But it was interesting, the blend of that with all these like modern instrument, because everything, like, I mean, Tool is known for like using all these like crazy instruments, like a lot of like electronics, a lot of like effects, obviously electric guitars and everything. So it was very like contradicting, but in a nice way, to hear that peak of tabla a little bit, instead of like a drums, like a modern drums. I guess they have that too, but like sometimes the tabla like showing up, and it really like creates, again, very unique soundscape with everything that is going on. And obviously it's just very fitting because it's talking about exactly what you said about monkeys or humans basically doing all these things.
Wow. My brain was really working.
Yeah. Same.
Well, first of all, about the solo, about the instrumental part, I love this idea that because I think there are so less songs that has a percussion solo and not even drums or something. It's like real percussion, like traditional instrument solo. Um, and I love how interesting the rhythms are in this kind of cultures, because, for example, traditional Indian music has this really complex rhythms, or African music has really interesting rhythms, and it's so interesting to see how important rhythm was really back then in traditional music in all over the world. Exactly, and it's exactly opposite of the, for example, classical music or like Western music, which is more based on the melodies and the frequency, and the notes are important and stuff. But I don't know if I'm over interpreting it or they meant to do it, but I just had in mind because, as you said, that it reminds you of exactly this really ancient this percussion instrument. It reminds you like this really ancient when for example the monkeys slash humans were existed, and they were, it was becoming, the monkeys were becoming humans, but like when the Neanderthals maybe were there before the Homo sapiens, it feels like kind of that. It has this feeling, and then after that it came the electric guitar with this very raw kind of like, it was not a very complex rhythm or something. It was completely raw electric guitar with like, I don't know, raw feelings, which could also be the stage after that last part, which you are exposing to really raw feelings, and you're now like a maybe a Homo sapiens with all of these feelings, and but they are raw, they are not really complex, like the complexity of the thoughts and the feelings that for example we are experiencing now. And then as it goes further and further in the solo part, it became more complex in the rhythm, and also in the, I don't know, in everything, and in the sound color, the themes that they were making. And then at the end of the solo, the sound color was even turning into like really effects more than the melodies, like, and it had a little bit of this, you know, space ship effects, or like, I don't know, this electronic space futuristic sound. And I thought maybe it meant to be like that it was starting from there, and then the sound is like, now it's like that, and maybe it also has something to do with that. Yeah, and also I liked how they ended it, which was completely the same as the intro, and it also can shows that in the its own nature in the human's life. For example, we are small, and then we grow, and then we do this, and then this is like a very famous thing in the human's life, or in any life kind of thing. Oh, and the rhythm was also interesting because it was also again a loop, but then you were expecting that to the beginning of the next loop, you were expecting to begin in the right rhythm, but every time it was rushing a little, like it was finishing, and then as you were wanted to take a breath and then start the next loop, it was always like it was finishing, and then it was they started the next the beginning of next loop, so it was always like rushing a little to it, and that's made like a like this not a stable kind of feeling, but like a little
Yeah,
more interesting.
I think you nailed it with explaining the solo part. That's what exactly I was thinking about, not that detail. I mean, you went into all the details, which I appreciate, so I don't have to. But I was actually thinking that is like the true sound of evolution of like humans, as it starts with like the very like just the soul tabla. I think it's a tabla. I don't know. It sounds like me, which by the way, really in the solo section reminded me of the Persian instrument tombak. I know at some points, I mean, you could tell that it's not exactly that, but obviously the techniques are kind of the same, but the sound, it's like the other, the Persian one has like a bigger belly, I think, so the sound resonates a little bit differently. So you could tell that, but really it reminded me the rhythms, also like the techniques, and then the way that they do like also solo tombak, which are so many. Like I love that instrument a lot. But anyway, I'm getting off track. But I was gonna say that the way that it started and then it evolved into like adding like more and more and more instruments, and then we truly got to like today, like 21st century. It was like a kind of like a reflection on evolution. But what I wanted to talk about is the lyrics, because you talked, I think, very well on the musical aspects and the rhythms and everything to it. I want to say that again, like I think that was the right call to read the lyrics a lot, but the title itself, it's so like it's so simple but so deep at the same time, because when we first saw it we didn't know what it's talking about, but then as you read the lyrics and it's all talking about everything on the earth being one, not just also physical thing. I mean, it talks about the land, it talks about like basically identities, beliefs, like religion and anything, and or even love. It says like the sun over the like humans are fighting over everything, and then we just like want to cut everything right into like basically split everything and fight over it. And I think that's a very I think we listened to one more song. I don't remember what it was, but I vaguely remember that it was also like talking about the fact that all these negative things in the world that we are experiencing, and we're blaming like the devil, we're blaming Satan, we're like basically blaming everything but the humans. That's just not a good thing to do, or like that's not the case. Like I love that it's just like putting the blame directly to the humans, and then no BS. I don't know about better way to say it. Basically, it's just talking about like and then the very like unique perspective like of angels like sitting on the side and just basically like confused and baffled by all the things that human do. I think that already sets kind of like a very straight and very clear point of view of the story they're about to tell, because you can see that this comes from the angel's perspective, and from above they see all the things that all the hell is that is breaking loose on the earth, and they're just like losing their minds on what these people are doing basically, and they're like basically splitting everything into. I don't know what inspired them to do. I don't know if they are religious, they're talking from a religious standpoint, spiritual standpoint, but it's just like very interesting to me and kind of mind-blowing that all these themes and philosophies are kind of universal. Like no matter where you come from, I feel like if you just like point at any region or any country or any nation on the earth, there's some kind of like the same philosophy going on, which again speaks to something, I don't know, very very unique. And again, it goes back to the point of the song, that it's just talking about like everything is one, and then we are just like, I don't know, like doing in this. It was also very interesting that it's like, aren't the humans conscious of the fleeting time that they have on the earth, and that's what they choose to do. So it was very thought provoking, I would say, the song. And I like the fact that I know they talk about angels, they talk about the Eden and all the things, but I also talk about monkeys, which is like touching on the scientific part of like evolution and everything. So you can't necessarily pinpoint that what the inspiration come from. I think it's like a mix of all these thoughts and philosophies about like the human nature and how we were created. Even though it's touching a lot of different philosophies, I think any human can kind of relate and can agree to some point, and like it kind of makes you think, and it's very thought-provoking about like all the like fleeting nature of life and what you choose to do with all the abilities. I love the part that they said like the monkeys that were the moment they had thumbs, which means like they evolved into humans, obviously they just started, like they chose to do this again, as you said about that movie. I feel like the whole lyrics were so, like, aside from all the musical genius elements and brilliance that were going on, and the music, everything, it was very insightful and very like profound, and makes you like think about like the deep meaning of life, I would say. And I love that about them, and I would say that I am coming along to actually enjoying the songs. I think the more we listen to it, the more I, first of all, I appreciate like how creative and genius they are in like capturing certain moods that I don't think we've heard in any other band. Maybe we don't just know them, or I don't know like if there's any other bands that do that, but there is some uniqueness in the way that they capture certain moods with all those complex rhythm, but also the way that they choose the lyrics and the way that they arrange things. So definitely very enjoyable to listen to. So we want to thank you, John, for suggesting another tool to us. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and we hope you guys enjoyed the song as well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.